If you have been experiencing back pain or back strain, back sprain, anything related to your back, you want to get some relief, then this is going to be the yoga video for you. We are going to do a sequence to relieve some of that back pain, that back tension, and just get you feeling really good in your body. So if that sounds good to you, let's go ahead and start. Come into a comfortable seat. We'll draw the eyes to close. Palms resting on the knees here. Just take a moment here to get settled within your mat, settled in your own space, within your own body, your mind, just checking in. Notice how you're feeling right now, right at this very moment. Just take a moment here to peel the shoulders down and back, broaden through the chest if you can. Relax the forehead, relax the eyes. Just allow the body, the mind to be fully present here within your space. This is your time to release a little bit of tension you might be holding within the back, the spine, and just trying to feel a bit better, right? That's what we want. So we'll take one cleansing breath together. Inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. And gently begin to blink the eyes open. We'll come into all fours here, coming into cat and cow. So palms right in line with the shoulders, knees right in line with your hips. Tuck the chin here, curl into your cat pose. And then on your next exhale, open up into your cow. Go ahead and inhale cat. Exhale cow. Flowing with your breath here, a few rounds here. Nice and easy, just starting to warm up through the spine, the back, the abs. We'll do one more time each side. Just loosening up a bit. And then when you're ready here, we're going to tuck the toes, lift the hips all the way up into our downward facing dog. Just getting nice and loose here. Start to bend one knee, send the opposite heel down. Just easing our way into this pose, allowing those hamstrings to waken up, right? So they might feel tight, they might feel tense here. Just let them slowly release down towards the mat below. Heels releasing down. Push firmly into the palms. And then when you're ready, we're going to hold downward facing dog. So both heels release down. Head is nice and relaxed. Neck is right, nice and relaxed here. And breathe. 3 deep breaths. Good. Take one more breath here. And then gently start to ease your way down into child's pose. Knees nice and wide. Big toes touch. Push all the way back. Child's pose. So from here, we're going to go into an active version of child's pose. So slightly different than what you might be used to here. We're going to crawl the palms forward as much as you can. And then release the forehead down into the mat. Now, I want you to think about a couple of things here. The hips aren't lifting up, so your hips are still relaxed down and back. Shoulders are relaxed down and back. And at the same time, you're pushing firmly into the palms, the fingertips. So feeling an active stretch here in the upper body, going all the way down into your spine and into the lower back. So opposing forces here. So your palms, your fingers pushing firmly into the mat, your shoulders peeling down and back away from the ears. The hips are rooting down towards the mat below. Nice strong stretch in the back and the upper body region. Take 2 more deep breaths. Good, and then from here, crawl the palms back in. We'll tuck the toes, lift the hips back into our downward facing dog. Hold it here and breathe. 3 deep breaths here. Relax the head and neck. Return back to your ujjayi breathing through the nose. One more deep breath. And then looking forward, we're going to come forward into our plank pose. Hold it here, take a breath, and then do the best you can here. This might be hard for you. If it is, then go ahead and release your knees down. So either knees up or down, and we're going to gently lower our way onto our belly. So all the way down onto your belly. Okay, so you're resting on your belly here. Shoulders are down and back away from the ears. I want you to take a moment here just to rest all the way down. So starting here, resting the chin down, and let's get aligned through the upper body. So take the palms, draw them in towards the sides of your chest, peel the shoulders away from the ears, plant the tops of the feet down into the mat. You want your feet about hips distance apart. You can separate them even wider if you're tight in your lower back. Separate your feet super wide. That's totally fine. Whatever feels good to your back today. From here, we're just going to gently peel up, peel the chest up, lift the shoulders down and back, away from the ears again. And just to take a little check, we're going to lift the palms, okay? So you want no weight in the upper body. The weight is down below in the lower body, okay? And you're using the back here to lift you. If it hurts, if you feel any pain or tension in your lower back, for example, a couple of options, right? You could separate the feet a little bit wider. That might feel enough for you. If you're still feeling pain, just ease your way out and don't lift as high. So you don't have to lift super high, but keep the palms up so that you can really engage the right muscles. Take another breath. And then we're just going to gently release down, rest on your chin, give the hips a little sway side to side to release the tension in the lower back. That might feel good to you. And then we're going to do another round. So wherever it felt good for your feet, go ahead and place them there. And then gently peel your way up off the mat. Elbows stay down and back away from the ears. Shoulders stay down and back away from the ears. We're lifting through the chest, using the back muscles to lift. Good. Take another breath here. And then again, easing our way back down onto our chin here. Give the hips a little shake side to side, releasing the lower back. We have a couple more rounds here. Gently start to peel your way up. Lifting the palms again. Keep those shoulders down. Breathe here. You're doing great. You really are. Take another breath. And then ease your way back down. Gentle release here, resting on your chin. Give those hips a little shake. We have 2 more rounds here. So when you're ready, peel your way up. Lift the palms. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. Deep breath here. And then gently peeling your way back down. Good. And then from here, one more time. Inhale, peel your way back up. Lifting the palms. Good. Take a breath. Good. And then from here, gently ease your way back down. Resting on your chin for a moment. Give the hips a little sway side to side. And then from here, we're going to keep the palms on either side and then just slowly float up. Just like you did before, you can lift the palms to ensure you're using the right muscles. And then keep the palms back down. And if you want to push into the palms a little bit more, float up a little bit higher. Just do what feels good. If you start to feel any tension or crunching in the lower back, just lower down a little bit more or separate your feet a little bit wider. Okay, so you don't want to feel any crunching or tension down here in your lower back. Whatever feels good for you. Take another breath wherever you are. And then gently ease your way back down. Resting on your chin for a moment. Take a breath. And then from here, crawl the palms forward, coming into Sphinx pose. So your elbows are now right in line with your shoulder joint. So elbows right in line with your shoulders. Fingers are spread nice and wide. You're planting the palms down firmly into the mat below you. And I want you to think about a couple of things here. Gaze stays slightly forward and down. You can look straight forward if you want. You can look slightly down if you want. Relax the eyes, relax the eyebrows. And then take a check into what's going on in your upper body. So your shoulders down and back, relaxed behind you. Nice and neutral through the lower back. You shouldn't feel any tension or crunching here. If you do, separate your feet even wider. That's totally fine. See what works for you today. See if you can lift through the chest and then broaden across the chest. 3 deep breaths here in Sphinx pose. You're doing great. You really are. Close the eyes if that feels good. Soften the face, soften the eyes, the jaw. Take another breath. And then we'll slowly start to ease our way back down, resting on our chin or our forehead here. Give the hips a little shake side to side. Good, and then from here, peeling our way back up. We'll tuck the toes, lift the hips all the way back into your downward facing dog. Good, separate the feet nice and wide. Come to the width of the mat with the feet and just shake the hips a little side to side, releasing the lower back a little bit more. Good, and then from here, release the knees down. Come take a seat on your mat. And we'll extend the legs out in front of us. Give them a little shake side to side. Okay, so from here, we're gonna take that right knee, hug it in close, and then cross it up and over. So it's going up and over, coming onto the outside of that left foot. We're gonna take that left elbow, hug it into the body, and then right palm comes behind. Deep breath in, tall spine, inhale, and as you exhale, twist towards that right side. Keep hugging that right knee in close towards you. Keep twisting through the spine, but relax that right shoulder down. So you don't want that right shoulder creeping up towards your ear. You want it nice and relaxed, down and back, away from the ears. Relax the face. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath here. 2 more deep breaths. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Make your way back through the center. Release the legs. Give it a little shake side to side. Okay, feet together. Other side. Left knee bends in. We're going to cross it up and over. Take that right elbow. Hook it onto the outside of that left knee. Inhale, nice and tall spine. Left palm back behind you. Twist. Relax this left shoulder down. So it's going to have a tendency to creep up. You want to keep it nice and relaxed, away from the ears. You could close the eyes if that feels good. I always feel like it feels good to me to close the eyes and just truly deepen the stretch. Notice where you're feeling that stretch. Notice where you're feeling any tension or tightness still. 2 more deep breaths here. Good, and then ease your way back into the center. Unravel here, give the legs a little shake side to side. And then from here, we'll make our way back onto our back. So coming all the way down onto your back here. Just give yourself a little hug, rock side to side, massage out the spine. And then from here, we'll plant the feet down. Keep the feet right in line with your knees. Okay, so feet are right in line with your knees. Knees are bent. Palms come to either side. You want to tuck the tailbone in. So you don't want to feel this arch. If you can take your palm and slip it underneath your lower back, you don't want that space there. So I want you to do something. Take your palm out from your lower back and then drop that space. So tuck the tailbone under. And now when you take your palm, you shouldn't be able to fit it underneath that lower back, okay? So that's where you want it. Nice and engage through the core. That allows you to engage through the core, engage through your lower back. Drop the shoulders down and back, open up through the chest, and then peel your way up, bridge pose. Palms are firmly planted here into your mat. Good. Take another breath here. And then slowly release it down. We'll just give the knees a little sway side to side. We're going to do 2 more rounds, adding on to that bridge each time. So just releasing the hips a little bit, releasing the lower back. And then come back to neutral spine here. Knees stay bent. Palms on either side. We're going to peel the way up into that bridge pose again. Good. And then adding on here, palms can stay where they are, or you can take the palms, interlace the fingers, and then push down firmly into your shoulders to lift a little bit more through the chest, through the hips, through the legs. Keep your heels rooted down into the mat. Hold here. 3 deep breaths. Try not to let your knees move around. So the knees might want to move out to your sides. Keep them nice and level. Last breath here. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhaling, slowly lower your way back down. Unravel here. Give the knees a little shake side to side. All right, we have one more round. So nice and neutral here through the feet. Again, feet are still in line with your knees. Palms come to either side. Tuck the tailbone under, engage through the core. Again, you can't feel that space anymore underneath your lower back. When you're ready, inhale up into your bridge pose. And then adding on, if you want to, you don't have to, clasp your fingers, clasp your palms together, push firmly into your palms, your shoulders, your heels, and lift up through the hips. 5 deep breaths this time. Keep breathing here. And notice what you're doing with your chin. So you don't want to tuck the chin in. Keep your chin nice and neutral here. Close the eyes if that feels good. We have about 2 more deep breaths. You're doing great. Relax the eyes. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale, slowly let it go. Unravel here. Give the knees a little sway side to side. And then when you're ready, hug those knees in close, rock side to side, massage out the spine. And then grabbing onto the outsides of the feet if you can. Flex the toes, draw them up towards the sky, happy baby pose. If it's too much to grab onto the outside of the feet, grab onto the inside. But if you can, grab onto the outside. Do what works for you today, right? So keep drawing your knees in towards your armpits. And then you could stay still. You could rock side to side, your choice. I like to rock side to side because I feel like it's a good massage for my back. But if that feels too much for you today, you could stay still like this. That's perfectly fine too. You want to keep your toes flexed. Keep drawing your shoulders down and back. 3 more deep breaths here. Good, last breath. And we'll hug our knees in close. Give yourself a little squeeze, rock side to side. And then we're going to take the palms, draw them to the outsides, both sides. Take the right knee, cross it over the left. Okay, so you can hook it once, you can hook it twice, your choice. If you just want to hook it once, that's perfectly fine. Your choice here. And then take a deep breath in, and then you're going to release the knees over towards your left side. Keep the gaze over to your right side. Left palm comes to the top of that thigh, the knee, the hip, whatever feels good. And then think about releasing the shoulders down. So you're relaxing through the shoulder joint, relaxing through the palms, the upper body. Everything dropping down into your mat. You're definitely going to feel this in the spine, the hips, the shoulders. Let everything fall heavy. And we'll hold here. Keep breathing. Two more deep breaths. And then when you're ready, start to unravel here, making your way back through the center, releasing the knees. Give yourself another hug, rock side to side, massage it out. And then other side here, so palms come to other side. And the left knee crosses over the right. You can hook once, you can hook twice, your choice again. Deep breath in. And then we're going to release the knees over towards the right side. Gazes to the left side. Again, that right palm, right elbow releases down wherever it feels good. And you can close the eyes here. Let the shoulders release down. Let the hips release down. Relax the face, the jaw, eyes. Just let your entire body melt down into your mat. A few more deep breaths here. Last breath. And gently start to make your way back into the center. Unravel your cross here, releasing the knees. Give yourself one last squeeze, rock side to side, massage it out. And then we're going to come into a tight ball, clasp onto your feet, tuck the chin, squeeze everything you got. Get super tight, 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 tight. And then we're going to release everything down, coming into Shavasana. Feet come nice and wide. Palms come to either side. Rotate the palms to face up. Let the eyes close. Let the heels get real heavy. The head gets real heavy. The shoulders, the hips, the knees, everything releasing down into the mat below. You're gradually starting to release control of the breath. Just letting the breath gradually release into your normal pace, your normal breathing. Let the eyes soften a bit more. Let the forehead, the jaw, the entire body soften. If you'd like to stay here for a bit longer, feel free to pause the video. If you're ready to come out of this, start to wiggle the fingers, the toes. And we'll take a bend through the knees, roll onto our left side, resting for a moment. And when you're ready, pushing into the palms, making your way up into a comfortable seated position here on your mat. Keeping the eyes closed here, the gaze stays within. Coming right back to where we started. Let's take a check into the mind, the body. Notice how we're feeling right now, right at this very moment. See if you can take one more instance to soften the eyes, the jaw, the face, releasing any bit of tension that still might be lingering within the body. We'll take one deep breath together. Deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. When you're ready, blink the eyes open. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through this practice. Be well.